All right, Dave, I'm ready. Let's do an alignment.
Jenny! In down here!
What you doing down here, Dave? I thought we were going to do an alignment today.
We will, Jenny, but first, before we do any work on any car, what is the standard operating procedure?
We need to do a ConiDrive courtesy inspection, right?
That's right, and before we do that, I want to review the under-vehicle inspection of the steering system. Let's go over to my box and review. We are not going to do the full ConiDrive process training. You can review that again later if you like.
Thanks, Dave. I didn't want to do the whole thing today.
Hey team, I'm Jackson, one of your Monroe virtual trainers. Today we're going to talk about one of the steps in the digital shop inspection process, the under-vehicle inspection. Let's get started. If an oil change is being performed, begin draining the oil. Inspect the brake lines and parking brake cables. Look closely for improper repairs and excessive rust in high rust markets. Lightly apply pressure at 3 and 9 and 6 and 12 to check for play in tie rod ends, bearings and unloaded ball joints. Do not mark idler arm and rack and pinion, both as OK. Here's a quick visual example of the 3 and 9 and the 6 and 12 to check for play in the rod ends. When inspecting long short arm inspections, remember you must unload the ball joints. This is usually accomplished by lifting the front end of the vehicles from the lower control arm, compressing the spring and unloading the suspension. When inspecting the U-joints and CV axles, don't forget to check the carrier bearing and CV boots for signs of leakage. You're wrapping up by checking the rack and pinion, and don't forget the bushings. This will conclude your under-vehicle inspection.
When I was in school, they taught me about dry park inspections. Is there a reason we don't do that?
Dry park inspections are a very good way to check steering and suspension systems. The drawback is you need 2 teammates to do that.
I understand. There are only 2 days that all of us are at my store.
Why don't we do this? Let's take a break and I'll cover that in the next section. I'll see you there.